Hey everyone, welcome back to Nothing Nerdy. I am back this week with the Inspector who reacts. How you doing, Inspector?
I'm ready to chat about this.
Really? It's going to take about 5 minutes.
I'll let you go first.
Okay, but we'll be done a lot quicker. Let's see who we have here. Mandalorian Martin, hello, how are you? And Captain Spike, what's up? Friday, episode 2 of the second season of The Mandalorian came out. It was. That's really all there is to say. I don't want to say it was terrible because it was still well done. However, I didn't feel like there was much of a plot. I'm hoping the next episode will kind of put things in perspective. Oh, there's too many eggs on my screen right now. MXC.
Ow.
Get rid of those. Ugh.
MXC. You went ham. Green eggs and ham.
Ugh. It was, okay, I'm assuming that, okay, I felt like there really was no plot. There wasn't much going on. It wasn't a very exciting plot. He got rid of it. The only thing that could redeem this episode is if the next episode puts this episode into perspective. All this episode really was the Mandalorian trying to find another Mandalorian. He got a tip, but he had to, take this. He got a passenger. He had to take this passenger from point A to point B, and keep her eggs safe. And that was it. And Baby Yoda kept eating everything and woke up all the spiders, and the spiders tried to kill them. The best thing of this episode was Dave Filoni. That was really the best thing of this episode, being one of the X-Wing pilots. And that was episode 2. Like, it ended with them escaping, and that was it. And that's all I got.
I remember from the trailer that we got, we did see Mando's ship wrecked on his way to the planet, so now we know why it's wrecked. So
yes,
we're going to definitely see him land that thing and have to finally get to see what the end goal, and if we get to find some more Mandalorians, and that. So
I'm starting to wonder about this creature, the frog.
Oh, the frog.
And the eggs. I think someone had made a comment in chat on Friday when we were watching it. I don't remember who it was.
So you rate this episode?
Wait.
So you're.
Wait, one more thing. Someone made a comment, I don't remember who it was, made a comment about maybe the eggs are force sensitive. Like maybe they have the force. Well, that's why I thought it was originally going when Baby Yoda was so drawn to it. But maybe somehow, I don't know, this creature is connected to Yoda's people or the force, or there has to be some kind of significance to this creature in order for it to have any significance. Period.
Yoda are the predators of they eat the eggs.
Well, there's that. At first I was like, oh, do you have to go work or something? Sorry. So what were you
aren't a fan of this episode?
I wasn't. Again, I wasn't a fan of the plot because there wasn't a plot, but it was well done. Like there were, like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they know what they're doing. They do amazing work. No matter what it is, it's always incredible. There are there's always those good little moments here and there, in every episode. But this episode, there was just some. I wasn't a fan of it. No, I mean, like I said, the next episode might make me feel differently, but not yet. My rating, though, you asked about my rating. I'm gonna be nice and give it a 6 out of 10 because I'm hoping the next episode will redeem it. Otherwise, I would say maybe a 5, but the Frog Lady was on season 1. She was? I really need to rewatch season 1.
Yeah, I think we've seen I feel like we've seen this species of aliens, the frog gecko aliens, before. Like I don't, just not don't remember when or where. Maybe the sequel trilogy.
Maybe. The I will say the way they communicate, the sounds they make to communicate sounded familiar, but that was about it. They didn't look familiar
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
that's a D. Bradley Baker doing the gecko voice.
Oh yes, they mentioned that on Friday.
Sound.
They said D, and I thought they were talking about the mechanic. That was a whole thing.
Oh.
I was like, wait a minute, what? Which I still can't remember her name, but I love her. They need to have more of her.
I forgot it too. So, you weren't a fan.
No.
I loved this episode.
What? Oh my gosh, Inspector.
I love this one. I don't know why. I love this one way
Go sit
more
somewhere
than
else.
the
You
first.
can't sit
I
with
don't
us.
know why. It was... Okay, here's why. It focused on Mando and Baby Yoda more than the first episode did.
True.
They were the main characters this time. It wasn't like
Kelly.
the Krayt Dragon and the Krayt Dragon and the Tusken Raiders and all that. That was like their plot. Mando was just there, and Baby Yoda was just there.
True.
This time, Baby Yoda and Mando were actually kind of involved in this situation that they were dealing with.
Very true.
And they, and there was like a lot of tension there, like whether they were going, like of course, they're not going to be taken out or killed, but there's still that tension of they're in a situation that they might not survive, or there's a threat to them specifically.
True.
So I enjoyed that, and especially liked the beginning where okay, so like these bounty hunters or people set up a trap and try to capture Mando and Baby Yoda, or they try to take him out, and Mando takes care of them, but there's the one guy who's holding Baby Yoda with a knife, ready to. And it's like, I want your jetpack. He's like, all right, fine, you can have my jetpack. And he like gives it to him. And Baby Yoda like runs over to Mando. He's like, it's okay, buddy, it's okay. And then as the guy's running, he just presses a button and sends the guy up. I just love that. It's like, Baby Yoda's like looking at him, it's like, you really doing that? And Mando's like, yeah, he hurt you. Just love that. That was a good opening of this episode. It's really great.
It was.
Like, comedy and attention.
Yeah, I will agree with that. The beginning was very good. And yeah, like I didn't see that coming. I thought he was actually going to let him go off with his jetpack. And then when he was like, well, look at what my suit can do. Do, 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 do.
Like,
guy falls off.
I can Iron Man my suits back to me.
That's it.
And I had something in my brain. It disappeared. But I liked. So I don't know. I really So when they had this, so we had the story with the. So he has this passenger. He has to, he can't hyperspace. He has to sublight, which is the slower version of getting from one place to another.
Yeah.
So of course, and he says there's, the reason that you don't want to travel sublight is, there's always pirates or somebody who's looking for you can catch you easier than hyperspace tracking or other sources of catching up with you.
He needs to be on the move quickly.
So
hi Elsa, hi P-Beckas.
But okay, that scene, so the scene where the two X-Wings kind of like are talking to him, and Mando's kind of like, yeah, we're fine, we're all good, don't worry, I'm totally cool here, there's nothing to worry about. I just love that a little bit. And then the two X-Wings are like, they're basically like two cops. They're like two cops, and Mando's like, no, we're fine, we're all fine here. How are you guys? One little tiny, I don't want to say nitpick, but a detail that I'm curious if that's just something they missed or if that could be explained, is that Mando says, may the Force be with you. Yet I don't think it's like been stated he doesn't know what the Force is, so he just knows it as a saying.
Oh, kind of like a quote, like just something he's heard people say. He doesn't really.
Yeah, it's like, okay, the Old Republic says this. I don't know what the Force is, but I'm just gonna say it because.
Yeah, that was kind of how I took it. Like, he did that because he knows that's what people say, and it makes him sound like he's one of them, and kind of makes him look less suspicious. He's like, I'm not, I'm not. Against you guys.
And I love, like, this, I'm the rebellion, I love X-Wings, I love all this stuff, never before has X-Wings looked so threatening to me when they opened their S-folds, and I was just like, oh, we're in trouble. Like, that's not good. They just opened their S-folds. Like, it was quiet, nobody was talking, and then we just saw the S-folds open, and I was just like, oh, we're in trouble.
But that's a good point. You make a lot of good points.
Yeah, and then we get this really awesome chase through space and the atmosphere in this kind of ice canyon. And it reminds me again of Squadrons, and that Squadrons short we got earlier, where the TIE Interceptor and the X-Wing were chasing each other. It's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, because I think like the Squadron, the people who made that said that they were inspired by Mandalorian, and now I guess I feel like Mandalorian kind of took a little inspiration or homage to Squadrons. This scene. Yeah, so we got a good action sequence, and of course then we get into trouble in the cave.
Well, I gotta say too.
Hold
on, my browser just decided to do whatever it wanted, and it wants to update. I'm in the middle of streaming. You can't update right now.
No, tell it to go away.
It was like just a new screen popped up, and it was like, where'd everybody go? One thing I have to say about the chasing, though, it was just like funny because it's like, obviously you're rooting for the Mandalorian, but at the same time, it's like Dave Filoni. I mean, come on. Like, it's like, I want the Mandalorian to escape, but it's like, I want to see more Dave Filoni.
Yeah. And again, they brought back his character. He brought back his little thing, which is cool. It's like I guess he's now making a character out of his cameo.
I like that. I wonder if he was. I remember him saying, in the Mandalorian roundtable or whatever, that he was like, I think he was like hesitant to do it first time around. Like I think Jon Favreau had really convinced him to do it. So I wonder if he was as hesitant this time around. I mean, I noticed he only said a few things like when he was off camera, but otherwise he didn't really say much.
I don't know if it was. I think it was like he was hesitant, and because he's never like acted in front of a camera before. Yeah. And I think he also said it was like this little like thing that wasn't necessary. We didn't need to do it. So it was like it's a hassle to do it, but it'd be cool. Maybe we'll do it. And then finally did. It's like, okay, I think I'll do it again.
Yeah, and they got to know that fans love that stuff. I mean, that's what people who know who he is like live for that.
Yeah, when he first showed up in the episode, which they do make reference to in the end of this episode, where they mentioned like, okay, so we're here to arrest you because you were involved in that prison robbery or whatever back in like last season. But we also know that you captured those bounty hunters or whatever, those people, and tried to protect the captain guy. So we'll let you off. We're kind of like, we were here to arrest you, but we're also here to kind of forgive you.
Yeah, I like that scene.
Pardon you.
I didn't see that coming. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I will say though, at the end, I was like, here, we saved you. We're just gonna leave you in the cold. We're just gonna leave and just walk away.
I know that kind of sucked, but it was like, oh, all right. Well, at least he survives.
Yeah, I mean, sure, we help you and we won't blast you again if you get that transmitter working. But yeah, don't worry about him in the cold. We're just gonna with the still creatures that could still be wandering around in this cave.
What do you mean Mando tried to save Anakin?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm no arachnophobe, but this made my skin crawl for sure. This episode really made me go, oh, I don't like this. They're everywhere.
There was a lot of spiders. Ironically, it reminded me, it was funny because you were asking me about Chamber of Secrets earlier in the stream.
I was like, that's kind of why I typed in. I was like, hey, Gertie, did you know Chamber of Secrets? Did you like the spiders? Are you okay with spiders?
That's exactly what that reminded me of. Was like, there was that scene where they're escaping the Forbidden Forest and, all the spiders are coming after them.
Yeah.
But, didn't I read the voice actor for Anakin? Oh, okay. Matt Lanter. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. At this point in the series, I think, what was I going to say?
You were talking about the spiders?
Yeah, like, right. I think I read that was an original, that was the original idea for The Empire Strikes Back. They were originally going to use those creatures in the movie.
So that spider design is from an old Ralph McQuarrie painting that I've seen. I remember when I saw those creatures, I was like, I recognize that design. And I think they even used a little bit of that design in the Rebels episode where they had those spider creatures. So,
Okay.
in, but yeah, like, which I'm glad, it's cool. It's actually cool to see a design, like an old, even a very, very original classic some concept art come to life in The Mandalorian. And it looks really good. It looked, the CGI and everything just looked really good.
They were well done, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Robert, hello.
And like, it's, again, like I said, the set looks really gorgeous. Where I couldn't. Again, it's like one of those things where I can't tell where the volume is. I can't tell where that screen is.
Yeah.
It's so hidden.
Yeah, they definitely did a good job with everything. You have spiders in your bed? And I know the spiders are big in Australia, so I could never live in Australia or anywhere with those big spiders.
Like, spiders are fine as long as they're not coming after me.
Yeah. I once had, it was the one and only time I've ever seen one out where I live. Because, in New York, you get, like, the little spiders, maybe daddy long legs or whatever. But there was one time in the basement, it was, like, the size of my palm, what's the size of my hands, okay? It was big and it was furry.
Was it a wolf spider?
Maybe, I don't know. But, you know me, I saved it. Well, okay, so it was a thing. So there was like a leak. I put wet towels down. I kind of forgot about it, so like maybe like a week later, I picked up the towels, put it in the washer. As I'm putting it in the washer, all of a sudden I see this big furry spider crawl out of it. I'm like, oh my gosh. It took a couple hours, but eventually I scooped him up with like a net, and I put him in a big plastic bin, and I put the cover on, carried it outside, and I let him go in the backyard. And let me tell you, I went upstairs. I have security cameras. I checked the cameras from all the way up here, okay, from 2 floors up. I could see on the video this thing crawling across the yard. Like, that's how big it was. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Huge.
Did you save that recording?
I didn't. No, because I didn't want to revisit that.
Oh man, it's like one of the only times I've experienced this. So like when I lived out on the farm, the house I lived in was just it's not sealed. It was a mobile home, and it was kind of like the floor was going out. The thing, like, we had animals and things crawling in all the time. One time I was asleep, and this is the only time this ever happened. But it was like, okay, I'm amazed at how well I didn't panic, because it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm good at being calm in situations, but I know internally I'm like freaking out. So here I am sleeping, and I feel something crawl on my arm. Like, it's like right here, and I'm like, okay, don't move. Don't move that arm. I reach over and I grab my phone, and I'm like, okay. And I turn on my phone, I turn on the flashlight. What is it? Is it hair? Is it something? It's a spider. It's a big spider on my arm. And I'm like, okay, don't move. And I'm like, okay, just stand still. And I just fling my arm and it's gone. I don't know where it went. I don't know what. I was just like, okay.
You just flung it?
I was like, okay, I don't want to do. The other time was a centipede on my foot. And I was just like,
I'm not going to
that I was like, okay, I don't know. Because I know centipedes can be poisonous sometimes. I was like, I don't know what kind of centipede you are. I just don't know. I just stood still and waited for it to crawl away, and I was like, ah. I was gone.
Spiders can be too. Yeah. Like, you were just like, you let it stay there for a little bit. That could have.
Yeah,
could have got you.
Yeah, it wasn't small either. It was like about that big.
Oh my gosh. Centipedes can be worse. Oh, I don't know too much about centipedes. I know more about spiders, but.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Especially down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I didn't know what it was. But yeah, like I said, I won't freak out from 8-legged critters or something like that. Like, it doesn't, like, seeing them doesn't make me panic or anything like that. Right. In fact, I think they're kind of cool. I think the designs and the shapes and all, like, they're cool.
I agree.
They're cool critters. They have a purpose and all that sort of thing. I don't want them near me. I don't want them crawling on me. I don't want them on me. That's just not something I'm a fan of.
Exactly. I think they're fascinating creatures. I think they serve a purpose. I will never kill them. I will always save them. But yeah, like, I don't need it on me, near me. I will scoop it up and I will bring it outside and let it be on its merry way. Hi, Joseph.
But so this episode, when we got the little critters, the little spider things, it was something that was just seeing them running around and all over the place and everything, and like that was bad enough. But once they got in the ship, and it was like, okay, there's nowhere safe. Like nowhere safe. We're in trouble. They're in the ship. They're in the ship. They're getting closer. They're just like, no, stop it. It was just that was bad.
Yeah.
That was when I actually have my Mandalorian reaction. You can see how well freaking out I was.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that. Yeah, it's like when it was like they were narrowing in on them, and he's like he's blasting, and then he takes out the blowtorch. He's like trying everything to like get them out of the.
Like he's got a bunch of little ones, and there's the big mamas like after him.
Oh yeah, just when they think they're about to get out of there and escape, all of a sudden, right on top of the ship.
So honestly, I really enjoyed because it's like this kind of thrill scene of this like bunch of creatures just chasing us. And again, like Mando's in the thick of it. He's got to get out of this situation. And honestly, he had to be saved out of the situation. He wasn't getting out of it himself.
Yeah.
He had to be up to the rebels to help him, or the X-Wings.
Yeah, it was nice to see him as, like you said, kind of like the main focus. He was the one in trouble, and Baby Yoda was at the root of most of the trouble. So there were a lot of cute Baby Yoda moments. He was especially adorable. Yeah. You know, all the squeaking and
his little rub.
Yeah.
Never seen Baby Yoda. And like I think you said like really some jokes like this is Baby Yoda's fault. And
his fault.
Technically, kind of true because I think these spiders are attracted to force sensitives.
Oh.
So
interesting theory.
So I think that's why they woke up when Baby Yoda showed up.
Oh, maybe they sensed
Also, he didn't eat one. I was just like,
one of their
own.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of those things that confused me. Like, okay, he ate one of the eggs or whatever, but why did that disrupt all of them? Like, why were they able to sense it? I know, unless they just sensed all of them down there.
Yeah.
It's mechanics fault. This is true.
But yeah, I honestly I enjoyed this episode. It was a little shorter, so it was easier to kind of the pacing. I think was better for me to enjoy.
Yeah.
But I'm again, it's kind of like the Jawa episode that we had in the second episode after that big long introduction to the Mandalorian. So we had this kind of smaller Jawa episode where we learned more, and Mando was dealing with problems, and kind of the same thing here. He's dealing with his ship being trashed again.
Yeah.
So
I guess it was like I said, it was well done. I was just hoping for more.
Yeah. I think the third episode is going to give us much more. It's kind of like the more the answers and everything. We finally got into something, but who knows what it's going to bring.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited for episode 3. Okay. And yes, as it's been said, like, so season 1 Baby Yoda is all cute and lovable and everything like that. Season 2 Baby Yoda is a little annoying punk.
he's in like the terrible twos. Like he's just getting into everything and eating everything, and I'm telling you, he's gonna have a growth spurt by the end of this season.
Yeah. We're gonna. Oh man, it's actually gonna be. Who knows how many Mandalorian seasons we're gonna get, and who knows how many seasons that is gonna include Baby Yoda with it. So.
True.
When is a child a more, I guess, toddler or teenage Yoda gonna? What's Yoda's teen years gonna be like? His rebellious teen years.
He's gonna start dating other creatures and.
And Mando's like, no, you can't date that one. And it's like, you can't stop me. I'm older than you.
As long as you live under my ship, you're going to do as I tell you. Robert, I wonder will Baby Yoda start talking at the end of the second season? I was wondering the same thing, if like on the finale we're going to hear Baby Yoda's first words.
Yeah.
And what it will be.
Yeah, I was like, that would be interesting. And again, maybe, like I said, maybe Baby Yoda becomes a Mandalorian.
Oh my god, he's so cute. Little tiny armor.
Tiny Mandalorian.
I mean, that would certainly bring them in a lot of money, because think of all the toys they can make, like Build-A-Bear Yoda, put on Mando suit.
Maybe Yoda gets the Darksaber, becomes the leader of Mandalorian.
Yes, Baby Lorian.
So yeah, that's my take on the episode. I enjoyed it. It was definitely, if at the very least, it was definitely skippable. But it's a good. I enjoyed this one.
Right.
Mostly because yes, Mando and Yoda were the focus of this episode.
Yeah. I would agree that was the positive of this episode. That was one of the positive aspects of it. But yeah, I was hoping for more from the plot. But like I said, I have this feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. I have a feeling that the next episode's going to be better. It's going to put this episode in perspective. And like if you were to go back and rewatch this episode at a later time, it's going to be like, oh, like this character is important. Yeah. This creature was important. This is why this happened. It was all leading up to this. And
plus it's like it's kind of like it's got that Firefly feel where I guess if Firefly has any like main plot, it would have been the brother and sister there's problem. That's like the main like kind of problem that overarchingly gets told, but it's very occasionally it's not the main focus.
Right.
Like it's the one thing. Like other episodes just go one-offs every now and then. So each episode has its own plot story, but the main overarching story does finally get solved. But it's like it's there.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Daniel.
This Firefly didn't get a season 2, but at least Mandalorian gets its season 2.
Yes.
And 3.
Poor Firefly. So that was episode 2. It was a shorter episode. It was shorter than last week's episode, and again, there was just not much to discuss about it.
I kind of hope 40 minutes at least for the rest of these.
It's more manageable. It's like a little bit easier to hold my attention.
Yeah. About Revan. Yeah, that'd be an interesting way to make Revan even more canon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, including him in the history and make for, I guess, for the lack of a better term, casual people learn about this character.
Yeah.
And this could be the start of a Revan series or show or movie or something where it's like, hey, we introduced this, now we can explain it.
Yeah, Revan is technically canon. I don't remember what it was, but in Rise of Skywalker, something was referenced.
I think it was a Sith troop team. A squadron, like a Sith squadron was called the Revan Squadron. Like, they were all named after different Sith.
Right.
So.
I wonder when we are going to see the Empire bad guys again.
Sometime soon. Definitely when it involves Grief and Kara again.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Kara again. Mr. Pete, hello! I just saw, right before we started, I got a news alert. Apparently in Belfast, there's a Baby Yoda. This restaurant sells a Baby Yoda drink. I don't know if anybody's seen that. But apparently Jennifer Aniston went there, and she put it on Instagram, and, like, it went viral. So it's like this, it's like in this little, what kind of glass was it? Kind of like a margarita. It's not, I don't think it was a margarita glass, but.
Yeah, it's like one of those little tiny ones with a big kind of cone.
Maybe it was margarita glass. And it's a green drink with the lime for ears, a toothpick, a long toothpick with black olives for the eyes, and then it was wrapped in like a, I don't know what you call that material, but it looked like Baby Yoda's.
Napkin or something. Yeah.
It looked like cloth, like kind of like similar to what Baby Yoda wears. But kind of got me. I wonder if I can make a drink or a Baby Yoda something. Try to make something fun. We'll do it for the holiday stream.
Friday.
By Friday. I can't be creative by Friday. I need more time. Probably tastes like bugs. Ugh. So we also have. You go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So that was the episode. So anything else?
Well, we were chatting a little bit before stream. The Christmas. That's not the Christmas. The holiday Lego holiday special.
Life Day.
Star Wars, whatever. Life Day. The
Yeah.
special, the Lego special, whatever it's called, is coming up November 17th.
You haven't seen the trailer yet.
I have
so
not
you
seen the
to
trailer
read it.
yet. Sorry.
But it's a good trailer. It's a really good trailer. It's made me go, I want to see this. I actually want to go see this little
Aw.
Lego movie.
Yeah,
So
I have to watch
really
it and
like
react to it. So.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had reacted to it. I was like, but it was one of those things where I was scrolling on YouTube, and the next thing I know, it was like, here pops up Star Wars,
It's
the
like,
holiday
you
special.
can't wait. You
And
gotta
I was
watch it now.
like, excuse me.
Oh, did that remind you? Did I tell you that I watched the WandaVision trailer?
Oh no, you haven't told me that.
I
Yet.
reacted to it. I still haven't uploaded it. I watched it like 2 weeks ago, I think. I got to get it on there.
All right.
So, sorry guys, not
Yeah.
Star Wars related, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
I
definitely
can't
has to be.
quite figure out what's happening. I was confused at first. I was like, wait a minute, he's supposed to be dead, and this show didn't. The movies did not take place in the 1940s or 50s, wherever they are. I was like, what's going on? Is someone having like a dream? Is there like a parallel universe? I was perplexed.
Definitely very interested to see what that show brings.
Yeah.
What the story is going to bring. How it's going to affect everything. Yes, I'm okay.
Are you okay? Are you okay? For those of you who are wondering what this reference is, as much as I like Wanda from Marvel, her character gets a little bit on my nerves because she's very dramatic. And, you know, what was it, the last movie or Infinity War, she was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my gosh, are you okay? Every 5 seconds to Vision, are you okay? Are you okay? And it just, after a while, it just kind of grates it on your nerves. Just finished.
Yeah,
Sure.
you ready for more of that? Maybe not. I don't think that's. I think it's gonna be like, you're okay. Are you okay? You're okay.
I'm curious if they'll tone down her character a little bit. I'm curious because you've been in the Marvel universe longer than I have.
Oh.
Is anybody else annoyed by her character?
No, actually, a lot of people love her because
I like
also
her.
because
It's just dramatic.
Especially it's just things like, if we're talking about like the strongest, one of the strongest characters in the whole franchise, she's up at the top.
Really?
And it's just, yeah, actually, like, this is Mandalorian. I don't want to get too.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, sidetracked. Sorry.
I worry, for people who haven't seen Marvel and stuff. It's like I don't want to
Oh, sorry, guys. Spoiler alert. Sorry, we'll stop.
We will definitely talk about Wanda and stuff when we get to that series. I'm very excited for it to talk about that.
Every character has people.
I did write this down. So I was just thinking about this because I was watching Return of the Jedi again recently because I just really wanted to watch Return of the Jedi, and I thought, okay, here's something that I would like to actually see. Maybe probably not going to be happening this season, but maybe in a future season. But I would actually like to see Mando and hopefully Baby Yoda to meet Ewoks. Like go to Endor at some point, meet some Ewoks. And I don't know how that would go down. Maybe Mando would be, he can't. Like Mando can't sign language or discuss with them, but maybe Baby Yoda, can have good relations with the Ewoks. He will have
good relations with the Ewoks. I have. That would be interesting. Maybe at some point. I mean, at least they'd be the same size and just as adorable.
Yeah. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I want to see Ewoks again. I was like, especially we have a couple of Ewok movies.
Mm-hmm.
That like little side stories. I was like, I kind of want another Ewok movie, but kind of for it to take itself seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of done by today's people. How would they make an Ewok movie? I don't know. I just want to see this weirdness of Star Wars, but done well.
I like it. Would you like to adopt a baby Ewok or Baby Yoda? Baby Yoda for sure. For sure. But he would have to be a vegetarian if he's going to be my child.
Baby Yoda's just looking at the food like, what's this? It's picky.
What is tofu? An Ewok, more Ewok stuff would be, like an updated Ewok movie or show or something would be interesting to see it on The Mandalorian. Find out something new about them.
But
That'd be fun.
so yeah, back to the holiday special. You want to, I guess, announce what we could plan to do?
Yes, so we're going to watch it live together. We're gonna react to it
Yeah,
live.
we'll do a live reaction, live watch party together.
Yeah.
On the, I guess, the day it comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and just sit down and watch with us and watch the holiday special, and we'll just talk about it and see if what we think of it, and what we thought of it, and what we think of how it does itself.
Yeah. So it's not gonna be this Tuesday. It's gonna be the following Tuesday.
Yeah,
So,
17th.
Yep. So we're gonna, and as you guys know, we cannot actually show it because of copyright issues. So what we do is, we put the timer up so you guys can know when the exact moment we press play, and what part we're up to. If you're just tuning in or watching it at a later time or whatever, it makes it easier. So. Yep. So it's
not the OG. Not the OG holiday special. We've already seen that.
This is a new one.
This is the new one that's coming out.
Yeah.
The Lego version. Mostly because from the trailer, it actually kind of sparks an interest, and we're getting like another Life Day kind of story. So it's like, okay, because if this works, I would actually like to see more Life Day stories. Like this become a yearly thing where we get another Star Wars holiday special.
Yeah, I could see them maybe like doing this, seeing how it goes, and if it gets a positive response, then like continuing it every year, for sure.
Either in Lego or another, like a live action movie
Mm-hmm.
or series or show, short, something.
Yeah.
Another maybe a Clone Wars animation or
Mm-hmm.
something. Every now and then we'll get like a special.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I would actually like to see what Clone Wars Life Day was like. With like maybe Anakin has to find presents for
all the clones.
all the clones, like all his clones, like what? Okay, what do you like? He's gonna like Anakin becomes like Santa Claus or something. He has to like list quantities. I want this now.
Make a fan film. I would love to make a fan film, but I don't have the means to do it. But that would be a good idea.
Or the safety of the environment.
Or the safety of the environment. There's that too.
Wait, you have your green screen. We can make any environment.
There's a lot we could do with the green screen. That's true. I just don't have those skills for editing. Animation works best for them. The voice actors are cheaper. True.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they all a lot of them would. I'm sure Matt Lanter would do it again. He's a big Star Wars fan, and Ashley Eckstein.
I mean, even still, it's like it's work, it's a job. We get paid. Like voice actors kind of do need the money.
Yeah.
That's why it's another thing. Kind of voice actors, they do as much work as they can because of how voice acting doesn't pay as much. Basically.
Right.
So that's why it's like, hey, I'll take any job. I'll take this job. I'll take this acting. I'll take this part.
Yeah.
Plus, it's just a voice. I can do it at home. I don't have to go to a set or anything. Just say the words.
Let's all put our skills together, guys, and make our own fan film. I bring nothing to the table. So who's good with animation? Who's good with music?
Oh, I also remember. We should someday soon figure out the plan for that reenacting.
Yes. Yes. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start the Discord channel right now, so I don't forget, and we'll start planning it. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if we could set it up even to do by next month or something.
Yeah. Christmas.
Yes, that would be perfect. Star Wars scene reenactment. That's not how you spell it. Scene reenactments. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we were talking about this on one of our other streams. Probably not doing it on this channel in case of copyright issues, but doing it on my second channel. Get a bunch of us together and we're going to reenact one of the scenes from Star Wars. You can do it live, from wherever
Just-
we are. Just read through the
Just
script.
our little cubes or
Yeah.
things, or just say the lines
Yep.
and try our best to reenact scenes and how well we can do some scenes.
That would be a lot of fun. Why can't I spell this? Oh, here we go. It wasn't even autocorrecting. All right. Here we go. It's on Discord. All right. Did you see that Ashley showed up at Galaxy's Edge for a lightsaber event? Oh, I heard about it. Happened in the last 2 weeks. Surprised the crowd. She's awesome.
Oh, really?
I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
That recently?
I
had
guess
no
Disney's
idea.
open. I'm not. I haven't
Is
been.
it open?
I'm not up to date on my Disney news. I don't know at one point they opened. But I would not be going there now. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't go to the store now.
That's my thought. Is just like when I hear something's open or hear some people are out, I'm just like, now, really? Why are you doing this? I understand why, but at the same time, it's just like, why?
Yeah, I mean, I understand you don't want. Well, I don't want to. I guess reduced hours. Okay. I guess to each their own. We'll put it like that. I'll stay in my bubble for as much as I can.
For as long as necessary.
Exactly.
And then go beyond that necessary.
Yes.
To make sure.
Yes. I definitely agree that I definitely would say I go above and beyond, but it works. So I would go to a park right now. Aw, I know, because you guys go every year, right? Your family? Yeah, it's hard. We're not out of this yet.
What? We're getting there.
We're getting there. Here and there. We're getting there, baby steps. But sorry, we don't want to end the stream on a somber note.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything Mandalorian and Star Wars stuff in the future that we are prepared to do.
Yeah.
So,
We got at least we have Star Wars. At least we have that to get us through everything. But yeah, so I guess that's really it for tonight, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you check out Inspector's channel and check out his reaction to the latest episode of Mandalorian. I'm definitely going to tune in and see your spider reaction.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, and also I've got Mandalorian. I've got my other couple of shows I'm reacting to. So, but I'm not at a steady schedule because last week I was behind on stuff, so I plowed through all my work on editing and such. And now I'm slowly uploading. I'm like, okay, finally, now I can relax. Now I have just a couple shows, and I'm good.
All right, that's good. Yeah, it's I feel you. I'm behind on some stuff. Have a good night. If the ice spiders don't keep you up, think about the macabre Datacron. Oh gosh, that Datacron hunting on Friday was a nightmare. I don't ever want to go through that again, but we will. Inspector Obi-Wan never touched you. What happened to your father? You told Inspector, I'm your father.
That's impossible.
Oh goodness. May the force be with you. And also with you. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. We will so make sure you check out Inspector stuff. I will be back on Friday doing doing the live watch party for the latest episode of Mandalorian. I will also be streaming this week. Monday, streaming on YouTube. I'm sorry, streaming on Twitch. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The stream on Monday is iffy because the plumber's coming. So, I may or may not. I don't know what time he's going to be leaving. So that's up in the air. But anyway. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, have a great night, everyone, and we will see you all in the next stream. Have a good night, everyone.
See you there. Bye-bye.
Bye.